Hello there, fellow human. I have started this channel. I started this channel a year ago thinking that maybe I would get into the AI space and start doing more, start talking about AI and what was coming and all that kind of stuff. And that was a year ago. If you check out my first video, you'll see how I was back then. I feel like a little baby back then. So much has changed in a year, right? In the AI space. And so recently I've just been very in a deep dive, and I jumped into Claude. I was been using ChatGPT for a while, but then I found Claude and I jumped into that, and I've been creating so many things, not just like making my life easier on the day to day as a business owner, but also using it to create apps and to create websites and all this stuff. And as a person that has been on the internet since its infancy, basically I changed the internet's diapers. I mean, we've been around. I'm a Gen Xer, and I'm 53, and I've been around for a long time, and I watched the internet grow up. So I feel like I'm a little bit responsible for the good and the bad, because I either contributed it to the good and or contributed it to the bad or whatever. I don't know. Tell me if that's what you feel like, if you're the same age as me or in that area. I really have just been very impressed with what it does, but also concerned about the humanity, about humanity in general and where things are going. But I have a little bit more of a positive view of certain things, and just because I feel like I've seen humanity go from really, following trends to leaving trends to that sort of thing. And everything has just kind of changed. The landscape of the internet has changed dramatically in the last year by itself, because of Claude and ChatGPT and Codex and Gemini and all the things that we have access to right now, right? So this channel is just going to be me talking about how to use AI for business owners. Also, I'll just do things like this where I'm just talking about life and my perspective and how things are in my point of view, as far as AI goes. I wanted to share something else about this because I'm also kind of like a tech nerd. I'm a tech nerd that never really became anything. Like I'm surface level tech nerd. I never really became a coder or developed things, but I've always had the ideas, and so Claude Claude has made my ideas be able to come to life, and I love that. But there's some things that about this time that I'm kind of a little bit disappointed about. Like, we've come so far in technology, but there's still some things that don't exist. Like, for instance, where is the Marty McFly hoverboard? Like, we have these hoverboards that don't actually hover, but I just figured by now we'd have that hoverboard available to us, and everybody's just riding along on this hoverboard. And if you're not familiar with that movie, that's from Back to the Future. So go watch it and figure out what I'm talking about. I also feel like my whole childhood and adult life, through childhood through adult life, prepared me for an AI takeover. Maybe that's why I don't feel like so nervous about it, because Sarah Connor did her job. She prepared us. And if you're not familiar with that, that is from the Terminator. But I just feel like our whole life as a Gen Xer, if you are a Gen Xer also, you will relate to this. We kind of just were prepared for this, and we had to like live life differently than a lot of people. We, latchkey kids. We were responsible for ourselves a lot of the time, so we're kind of independent people. But we also just kind of don't take anything from people as well. If you could relate to that, tell me in the comments. So yeah, those are just some of the things that I was thinking about. I don't know what these little riff type videos are going to start with or end with, but I just thought I'd introduce you to myself. I am Mona Weathers, and I coach other coaches basically to for this channel to leverage AI to build their business. But I also have another channel that helps coaches attract, connect, and convert clients. So you can check that out as well. I'll have the link in the description. So I'd love to hear from you if you are new to the AI space, or if you just, if you're just getting started, or if you have been doing it a while, but you don't feel like you know what you're doing, or if you're just like, I got it down. I know what I'm doing with AI and how I'm using it in my business. Love to hear that. Don't forget to subscribe. Hopefully we'll have a lot more videos to come real soon.